Hi, this is Yom Kippur in Israel. I decided to record even though I'm fasting. Life is about combinations, isn't it? So you can see there's no cars. To be honest, it's probably my favorite day of the year because of the serenity. Huh, dogs? There's almost no dogs. Just noticed. I don't know what they're doing with the dogs. See people occasionally going to the synagogue prayer. I'll go soon. A little bit. It was very inspiring yesterday, the talk by the rabbi. He spoke about how we have to overcome our limitations and not say we can't do things, that we never know what we can do. If we apply ourselves like the eagle that was raised with ducks and he thought he couldn't fly, and then he realized, oh, I'm an eagle, I can raise my wings and fly. So right now I'm realizing it a bit by being flexible about my religious beliefs. So I'm just showing Yom Kippur. See, everything is closed. Everything is closed. Usually you see a lot of dogs here. Oh, there's some few dogs. Could actually let the dogs free, but I'm not going to do that. Dizengoff Street, usually congested with, I can just stand in the middle of the street, no cars. It's amazing because most of the people in this country are secular. And yet, look, no cars. There's a consensus. I don't know if there's, people just agree. And that's something very special. Oh, it's almost touching, isn't it? Look, I don't know if you've seen, I'll do a film tomorrow. Everything is empty. So, so anyway, we're going to the beach, and afterwards we're going to the synagogue, because I realize life is about combinations, and for me that works. So you can work on the street, and let me remember what else the rabbi said yesterday. It was very inspiring. I have to say that while I don't want to say the organization because somehow this is filmed in Yom Kippur, I just saw him this morning. It's an organization that everywhere you go, they're friendly. They say hello to you, and I find that the most important part of religion. If the leader, if the rabbi doesn't say hello to you when he sees you on the street, that's a wrong synagogue or religious place or spiritual place. And just saw him this morning, walking to the synagogue. He started at 8. I'm going to go a bit later. Today's the day you say Yizkor for your deceased parents. So I'm going to do that. And I think it's good to combine. I've always fasted, almost. I don't think there's been a year, except maybe when I was pregnant. No. I've always fasted if I could manage it. I think it's also healthy for the body. It's a day of reflection. If I didn't have this phone, it would have been even better maybe. But we do what we can. And so I just wanted to show you, this is really, really special. And at times I'm wondering about my move back to Israel, whether I did the right thing. It's definitely not easy, it's challenging. But this is the coffee shop, where you can sometimes see me recording. It's difficult for me. I usually start my morning with a coffee, and now it's a bit different. So this is the only dog I've seen today, besides my dog. No, 2 dogs. Usually it's full of dogs and congested, and it's really a day of peace. I wish this could be like this. Maybe Shabbat could be like this. It would be nice. It's just people agree, people agree to do this, and then it's possible. And dogs don't have to fast. What else did I want to say? So I've been thinking a lot about why I'm so obsessed with this narcissistic man syndrome, having experienced it myself. I think everybody has a little bit of narcissism, some more than others, but I think the border is when you Sorry, I'm switching topics from Yom Kippur. I don't know what to say more on Yom Kippur. It's a day of fasting. For those who don't know. Well, you don't eat from sunset to sunset. Following day, you light memorial candles, I think. You don't drink, you don't eat, you don't wear leather shoes. So I have these shoes. Oops. These shoes on. And I'm wearing a nice dress. Oh, stop it, Trisha. And yeah. So people wear white. I didn't realize that. And I don't like the color white. It's interesting because in Chinese culture, white signifies death. And I don't know, white is for me, it's a purity. It's a day of, it's a color of brides when they marry or holidays. But I don't look good in white because I'm sort of pale myself. So I don't wear white. I wear blue and white today. You can see me. I'm getting ready to go later on to the synagogue. The prayers are really nice, very melodic. Avinu Malkeinu. Avinu Malkeinu. Na, 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 na. It was a really nice prayer. I felt really good yesterday in the synagogue. It was really, especially with the talk about the rabbi, it was just exactly what I needed to hear. He talked about the fact that we start new this year and we let go of all the limitations, that we tell ourselves we can't do things. And just what I needed to hear. You know what I mean? Somebody, I don't know why to pass. So we have here one inclination I had was to go to the beach today because it's going to be completely empty. And I thought, why not? But again, it has to do with once I go to the synagogue and I know the rabbi and I pass him with my towel, I'm not going to feel comfortable. It's funny, like we need to have other people tell us what to do. Oh, so there's some dogs at the dog park. But first I want to see the ocean. Oh, good. So, yeah, well, it's funny how we give ourselves limits. Also, well, this man obviously allows himself to do that. I mean, life is short and you should do what makes you happy. And you shouldn't be a slave to anybody else's idea of what you should do. At the same time, I believe in limits, very much so. That I find that when I have limits, I enjoy life much more. When I know that today I'm not eating, not drinking. Sometimes it happens to me when I have emotional times I don't eat or drink. That's the way I am. Usually I do yoga here. Maybe I'll do it in the evening again. This morning I'm not doing yoga. I don't know why. Sort of feel like doing yoga, but I wasn't dressed right. I'll come back here and do yoga later on. It's also very hot when you exercise and you need to drink. So when I'm fasting, that's why I didn't do it. That's why I was thinking about the fact that I'm going to be really thirsty afterwards, so I'm not doing it. But definitely, I'm going to enjoy it so much more tomorrow when I allow myself to exercise. Then one day I skip. It really makes it much more worthwhile. Oops, there's some dogs. I see more dogs. And right, shalom. So he's actually a filmmaker. So after a while you get to know people, which is something that, like, when I lived in Switzerland for 7 years, I'd know people too. But it would be, I don't know. Actually, it's similar, is it? Maybe. the people I knew there always wanted to invite me to church for some reason. I don't know what is it about me. Anyway, rambling on. So I'm really interested in this narcissism bit because once I got into it, I realized that that's an issue I've had to deal with. Because if you're a giving sort of person, you're dealing with that. And I realized I don't have to limit myself to my family issues. That's one limitation I would like to get rid of. I like to talk about it, move on though, definitely, because there's such a beautiful life. I look forward this year to my tour guide course, and hopefully we'll be uploading lots of films. I will be traveling all over Israel and learning all about the history, the fascinating history here. Actually, I can just let the dogs free. So this is the beach. There's like one. This is like the best time to go to the beach. It's hard to say. It's the best time ever. But to be honest, anytime you go in the morning, the beach is like this too. So I go on Yom Kippur just to be different. I don't know. So I'm going to let the dogs free because there's nothing here. There's no bicycles yet. There's a lot of kids have bicycles on Yom Kippur, but I didn't see them yet. Probably still sleeping. So yeah, free. I hope you don't go crazy and run away, Shosha. So now Shosha for the first time is free because usually I don't trust her not to run away. Let's go. We're free today, Shosha. I wonder what it's like in Jaffa because Jaffa is Arab and Christian also. So I wonder what it's like there. But here it's really serene. It's my favorite, absolute day. Ooh, look at her run. It's the favorite day of the year.